Hi everyone and welcome to this week's Art Weekly. I'm feeling really chipper this morning. The Jardin painting that sat here a wee while has gone to the most lovely person, so that makes me very happy indeed. And the other thing that's happened is encouraged me to refresh my area here. I'm all fresh on the easel, ready to go, and I'm going to try and make an interpretation of my own painting here, just to see how, just to re-engage, to get another feel for it. And also this morning, great joy, I was about to put a painting on the web shop. And well, I actually thought about putting it on yesterday. I took a few photographs and it's bothered me overnight. I woke up this morning and I thought, no, I'm not happy with that particular painting. And I've had the best time this morning having a revisit very, very carefully. I have to hold my breath not to get a speck on the frame. But I'm pleased with it. So I'll drop a picture in of my endeavours this morning. I'm not even saying that painting is finished, but in doing another, it might help me to see where I might like to take it, or it might help me to see, leave it be. We will see. I've got a slim canvas here, 36 by 24 inches. My instinct is just to go in. I've got barely anything left on here. But you don't know what might come through, what might be revealed. Of greens here, hookers, pale olive. Yellow green. I like yellow green enormously. I'll go in with the yellow green before mixing anything up. So straight on the canvas, straight down the middle. The big spreading tool is in the cabin, so I'll have to just make do with this. I didn't get too much paint down and I wanted it to dry before I go on to the next layer. I'm thinking about turning it and spread around. Oh gosh. I want to get every bit I can, even from the small tubes. It's imperative to get every bit of paint. This is these are a small Daler Rowney set, olive. I'm trying to be purposefully random. But I do know that I want plenty in the ground so that when I come to pull through, there's some interesting colours to be found. Okay, I've got purple, let's turn again and do another bit of purple, I think. Right, I'll let that dry and come back in. I've got a bit more on. I was just thinking, if ever permission were needed, look up Mel McCudden. I hope I've said that right, and I'll put it on the screen. One of you fantastic guys recommended I take a look at his work. It is fantastic, fantastic figurative animals, people, but he starts with this throw it on approach to his ground and then starts to try and see what he can see in the ground. God, fantastic. So thank you to the lovely viewer. I've ploughed back through and I can't find that message. This happens to me all the time. I leave a message because I get carried away to Google recommendations, and then when I come back, it's gone. So, but I'm very, very grateful. And if any of you are even the tiniest bit interested in abstract grounds and pulling out from that, have a look at this artist. Fantastic. Well, I've got a lovely mess here. I've had great fun with colour, line. It's very gloopy, quite wet, and I'm just going to let that be for maybe a day or two, because some of the paint is very thick, and if I keep turning it, I might see something in it. Because now I'm torn, do I want to represent something? I think it does represent elements of this. But also, might it be a really big figure, some kind of figure painting? So I might have a look through my magazine, see if there's something that draws me in. So I've got options. I've got lots of options, and I like that about it. Very quickly, we've gone from blank canvas to lots of colour. I've also just received quite a big box from Jackson's. I don't know how you pronounce it, but some of you might know this. This is Han Mul. I don't know how you pronounce it. I'll put the name on the screen. This is a rough watercolour, 450 GSM. So I thought I'd give that a go. So I'm excited to try that. I have got some Amsterdam Expert paints. I've got a red, these are transparents, a red and orange and Caran d'Ache. So I've got two new greens and a new black. I should have some more somewhere, so that's nice. They can add to the collection. So a box, really. So much packing. This is incredibly useful for me. I find that if I put it through the shredder, it helps me with my own packing. And the box might be recycled as well, so that's really good. I think I'll go and shred this while that paint's drying. This is what my desk is about this morning. It doesn't take much chaos. So I think I need to regroup here. I will regroup today. I've got carried away. It just suddenly occurred to me, I've absolutely got to get on with a few cards in the Christmas festive theme. So I've been revisiting some, I love the birds. I've been revisiting some of my birds. I gave this little guy, at the moment, is wearing a hat and a scarf in the snow. I'm not sure, but I'll keep playing. That's the key here, just to keep playing. So I'm surrounded at the moment with the ongoing bookmarks. Oh, I found a pineapple. I actually concentrated yesterday and I have picked up a pineapple. It will be interesting now to have another go at pineapple for real, as opposed to from imagination. The other thing I wanted to say, it's all very Caran d'Ache. These were just sitting up in the cabin. These are the Caran d'Ache Neo colours. So water solubles up my sleeve, and I put things away and I just forget all about them. So I've got a little Caran d'Ache line up here, and it's a lot of fun, this table. This morning, before I'd even had my breakfast, I attacked that canvas again. I should have taken a photograph, but I didn't. I just got stuck into it. And now it's definitely changed. Here we go then. You might just be able to see I had a figure over here, and I had a figure here, and I had a different figure here. I will strengthen the legs, the idea of legs, up a little bit because they're very, very thin. From a distance I can see that. So I've just got some Mars black, and I'll just give her a bit more leg. I think, yeah, that's all still very wet from earlier this morning. She could, I'm thinking, standing here thinking, she could have a bag. It's too much. I walked away and then I looked back and thought maybe something of a tree, something here. So this is very wet. So I've plopped in some green and I really do need now just to leave it alone. It's all undercover, and I can go in through those doors, but we need to put a new pathway in. The pots are going to have to be moved, and actually you can see they're not weathering brilliantly, so those phormiums need to go in the ground. What I absolutely love about the Rudbeckia, these black, I adore these black spent flowers, flower heads. So those are the originals at the back there, but it's really nice that we've added in. The grasses haven't keeled over. Hopefully they'll really get going. So we've got some earlier and some slightly later Rudbeckia to enjoy before it all goes to sleep. Here she is in pink now. The scarf has changed. I don't even remember if we had a scarf on the last time, but this was red, I've gone orange. I've got the overwhelming desire to put a pineapple, to have a pineapple coming out of the bag, but it might be a step too far. I will think on that. I'm at the stage now where I could cut some paper elements and stick things on to see what might work and what might not. But I'm quite happy. I like the park. I put her in the park. There's a temptation to give her a story. I used to love at school, oh gosh, primary school, being given those cards, picture cards, and then being told to make up a story. And this is an amalgam of a developing story. So I am working on a few cards, a few Christmas cards, and I have to confess I'm spending not much time this week on painting because I want to help as much as possible with the cabin. I have no expertise in the woodwork, which Craig does have, but I can help, and I just love being involved. We do love a project. Okay, so here she is. Cards that I'm working on. I think I said I was revisiting birds. I've also, bear with me, I've also been revisiting, I absolutely love some of the chairs that I did, and I'll take a photo and put this one on. So I'm giving them, the chairs, I'm giving them fairy lights, twinkle twinkle little star. So having such good fun with those. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm torn, I've got to get up to the cabin to help. Okay, and take tea. I've dug out my bird book and a page that I've been using as a practice page for stamping, letter stamping, and that's all very dry. So I'm thinking I can just pull white paint or any paint, a translucent paint, over that and use that as a ground for a robin. See how that might work out as a card. So I'm going to put my timer on. I'm looking at this little one. Go. Right, well, I've started on the beak. So I'm back to the beak. I'm trying to blind contour, but I'm looking a little bit. Okay, so the red, which is more of an orange actually, I think he's an orangey red. No, that's mustard, not yellow. So a few minutes, literally a few minutes, and the first attempt at Little Robin. And in pressing in on that page, I could do a mirror. I could mirror and use that indent, that press. So that's quite good fun. I was reading this morning, the robin is Britain's national bird, and the robin must be familiar to everyone. The robin's association with Christmas dates from the 1860s, when greetings cards became fashionable and postmen wore red tunics and were known as robins. I didn't know that. Robins can live to be 10 years. Oh, but only a quarter of all robins manage to live beyond their first birthday. Fights between males can be extremely vicious and may even be to the death. The perky little chap that waits on the spade handle for worms is really quite a nasty piece of work. It actually says that in the book. Oh, well, we think they're lovely. Okay, I think it's lunchtime. Just from that little bit of play in Sketchbook yesterday, I've managed to surround myself. I've experimented with different grounds. I've got a whole, they're over there, a whole little group of robins being developed, more chairs. So I'm thrilled that it's, you know, some things will go wrong or not turn out as you'd like them to, but it's so worth having a go, having a little play. So I'm really thrilled with those, and it's encouraging me to, I do like my bird book, it's encouraging me to have a look at some other robins. Where are we? The cabin roof. The roof is on. We put felt on. We put some felt on yesterday, and we've ordered up the tiles. What else? Windows should be coming. We want to get the roof tiled as quickly as possible. We are so lucky. It might be gloomy, but thankfully the rain has held off for a few days, so we're getting that roof on, and it gives it some protection, the woodwork some protection. So all good fun with that. It's so exciting. I know it's a long way off yet because there's so much to do, but it's really exciting stuff. So I'm not in the cabin because obviously it's far too noisy, and I've got plenty going on down in the house. I've just been putting in a little bit more tree green. Tree green. So I'm building that a little bit. There's a suggestion of a little pineapple popping here, but so I've got more to do there. I will just take my time with her and start up another. I am desperate now to re-engage with the figures that I've got up in the cabin. I had the lovely surprise, such a delight. This morning I received an email from Sue. Sue I met in June Sue lives in New Zealand and visited the UK and very kindly came along to the Open Studios event that I was doing in June in the Pantiles, and Sue very kindly bought cards and paintings, and this morning she sent me the cards framed on her wall, and they just look fantastic, if I say so. So that was such a thrill. It's so lovely when people send you your work in their home. It's just lovely. So a lovely surprise, and very timely that I'm re-engaging with birds. That's the other fantastic thing, about your sketchbook. It is like a time capsule of what you've been doing, and you've got all that material then for reference to be able to go back to, maybe not what you did last week or last month, but definitely a few months back. So it's all worthwhile, it's all good stuff, all the things that are half finished. When I think now about all the things that I half finished, that I got rid of, things that I could have worked on, that I got rid of, and I know it's really hard to keep everything, but you should try and hang on to things, because with your mindset that you will rework them at some point. It's like putting clothes in the Oxfam bag. How many times have I gone to the Oxfam bag and pulled back out something that I thought I'd let go? Right, I'm really wandering off topic here. So have a great week, everyone. Thank you for the lovely comments. Thank you for spurring me on. And it sounds like people are having a good time with the figures, as much fun as I am, in fact. So have a great week, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.